How many of you are aware that the church today, especially the church that is not Pentecostal, I'm trying to avoid this part, have a lot of paganism practices?
Muchimanyi bulungi babeka balino ng'okimanyi nti abantu bano abayitibwa ekkanisa ng'ovudde ku bapentekooti naye bano abantu abayitibwa ekkanisa nti balina ebintu bingi bye bakola naye ng'ebintu bino bya nsinzi etali ya Katonda, y'abapegani, nsinzi etali ya Katonda.
Doctrines of Balaam is beginning to invade the church.
Enjigiriza eyawongo n'ebya Balamu oba lubaale naki yandise okuyingira ekkanisa.
And what is the doctrine of Balaam?
Kati enjigiriza ya Balamu
is the practice of falsehood
kwe kukola ebintu eby'obulimba
and paganism,
n'ebintu nga bya nsinzi etali ya Katonda.
the practice of the traditions of men.
Ensinza yensinza eri ey'obuwangwa bw'abantu.
It is taking over the church like never before. Remember when Jesus came into the temple and saw the people selling, and exchanging money? The Bible says that Jesus went out and made a whip, and he came and he overturned the tables of the money exchangers, drove all that were having merchandise, and then he said to the people, he said, my Father's house should be a house of prayer, but you have made it the den of thieves. So the traditions of men is beginning to creep into the church. Paganism and worldliness is beginning to creep into the church on a very massive scale. It is hard to now differentiate between the church of Jesus and the church that men are building, because when you look at the life in the church today, it is hard to trace the doctrines that Jesus taught. You see many forms of idolatry in the church today that Jesus frowns against. People have made up their own beliefs of how to pray to God, of how to baptize, of how to worship, of how to do just anything they do. But these things they do without aligning to the doctrines of Jesus. There are many things I could say here that would blow your mind, and I would convince you that the church have slid into the practice of Balaam, the doctrines of Balaam. The church have moved away from the doctrines of Jesus and have begun to practice paganism in the church.